That's Man right there this morning. He's got a full belly. Just ate. Looks very chunky. Yeah, Man's looking good. Just ate. Dude's a fatty. Guy's a real fatty. He's looking for water. He's had enough. He's had enough, clearly. Yeah.
You sound like a Minecraft.
Shh.
Oh, he just like hugged me.
This one might be sold. Oh wait, that's pink. This one might be sold. Man. Man might be sold.
He's like a little darker than.
No, Man's the brighter one. Oh, Man. Oh, Man. You said darker.
No, I said pink. I put it.
That's Man and pink. Man's the brighter orange one. Cookie. Bishop, knock it off. Pancake, stop messing with my tree. Pancake, what'd I say? What did I say? Get out of there. That's ice cream. That's Man right there. Knock it off. Knock it off. Hey, stop it. He's ready for a home. Underhooks and whatnot. He fell halfway off of the porch. He's halfway off of the porch. So cute. Ice cream, put your butt down.
Hey, stop biting my.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Tony with Sahara Bonnie Bullies. We have Mambo Italiano. Hey Mambo. Hey, knock it off. Knock it off. We got Mambo. Mambo Italiano. Hey Mambo. That boy right there has some bossy blood in him. He has Good Bar, Khaleesi. He has MSB Enzo Ferrari as his father. Real nice boy. Not sure if he's a Merle carrier. I'm gonna get his DNA tested, make sure he doesn't have any Merle, or if he does, carry it or whatnot. But this is his first time meeting Cookie. So Cookie is the grand pup off of Whopper and Dream. Her mother is the kid of Whopper and Dream, Gatorhead Bullies, and her father's side is MVP Bullies. So this is their first time meeting each other. Perfect temperament, was never worried anyways. It's just a pup, female pup, and a boy. I wasn't worried at all. But it's their first time meeting. All is well. They had a play ball. I didn't get to record that. A lot of good stuff out of there. All that slobber. This boy is real gorgeous. He's a tri. He doesn't have the distinct tri markings, I don't believe, with the head on him. But look at his head. It's huge. It's huge. The dome on this guy is incredible. I mean, look at my hand compared to that thing. Obviously, you can see the different colors on him, the different shades. Right there. Chocolate, white, tan, The guy's just nice. He's just a nice bull. If we do end up keeping him, I plan to take him back to Pink. I plan to take him to Pink if nobody takes Pink as well. All these dogs are for sale, but again, you know, you never know who's gonna buy and when and all that sort of deal. So, hey, Collie, you knock it off, girl. Oh, this guy's thirsty. He shouldn't be, but he is. He's gonna be peeing everywhere. Cookie is so great. I mean, the temperament is so beautiful in this little baby girl, and that tan marking on her, the tri markings are so bright. It's incredible, just beautiful. I don't know. I mean, I'd be happy to get her. Yeah, she's gonna be a perfect family pet. For a breeding dog, we'll see. We had to get her up into weight. I believe she has only one flaw, and that's a high rear, and I think that's because she has just a little bit too long of back legs, which is not too hard to breed out. If you're unfamiliar, and look, guys, look at the moon, by the way. Sorry, but that's a pretty moon. Very pretty. The sky is pretty. It's getting nighttime. Everybody had their outside time, a lot of playtime. I'm just waiting for the grass in the wood yard to you know, die out after I sprayed all the grass killer and the bifenthrin out there to kill bugs and whatnot. I'm just waiting for that so that we can get some dogs out there. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I'm moving the punching bag back there as well. To get some more room out here. I want more room out here. Again, I don't know why we built this here and not towards the wood yard. But it is what it is. This is gonna be real nice. Real nice. Mambo has the perfect temperament of an American Bully. I think I've said it before on a video, but that boy is like, you'd be amazed. I mean, if you met him, you'd just be amazed. There's no other way to put it. That guy just insanely chill temperament. I don't think I've met any other dog that, let alone an American Bully, that has the temperament that this guy has. And that's saying something because I've met a lot of dogs, a lot. And I'm gonna just upload this real quick. Not gonna make it too long. Just a real short video. She's got 3 siblings, a brother and 2 sisters, and they're all for sale. You can check out the website if you'd like to see their pricings and whatnot. I get a lot of people who are like, well, it's a little too pricey for me, and I'm like, well, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of, you know, it takes a lot to get to this point. So if you'd like, you can have payment plans. If it's too much for you, there's other options, you know. But that's pretty much how it goes. There's people who want real cheap dogs, but these aren't cheap dogs. They're not. The quality is there. Now, don't get me wrong. There are cheap dogs out there with really amazing temperaments, possibly just amazing dogs, amazing looking. And if you're lucky, you'll probably get, you know, if you're real lucky, maybe a nice pedigree. But I doubt you'll get papers for them at a cheap price. It's just not a good idea in general to sell these kind of dogs for cheap, especially for breeding, because it takes a lot to raise them. It takes a lot to care for them, and especially if there's emergencies that happen. Somebody who spent, you know, $2,000 to $3,000 on their dog is more likely to spend a vet bill to save them. And you know, somebody who spent maybe $200 or $300 on their dog is probably going to take the chance. You know what I mean? Look at this. He's like, what's up with you? Yeah. Looking at her like, what's up? Just standing there menacingly. But he's all play, all sweet. I believe he's 2 years old, coming up 2 years old. He's not fully mature yet. He definitely needs more weight on him. He's shorter than our XL Extremes, which are 24 inches at the withers. I think he looks to be something around 20 to 21, maybe 19 inches tall, that is. If you don't know how to do that, you go from the toes to the top of the shoulder blades, which are called the withers. And that's basically their height. You don't go from there to the top of their head or anything. That's just to the top of their shoulder blade. So if you're like, he's 20 inches tall. No, that's just from the feet. Look at this guy. From the feet to the shoulder blades. And dang, this guy look at the build on him. It's insane. I'm telling you guys, this guy is real nice. Real nice. I mean, to sell this guy is almost criminal. But we're doing it. The only thing with him is he needs a contract with Bossy's Valentina. And basically you split the stud piece with them. And then if you'd like to be reposted on Miss Valentina's, Bossy's Miss Valentina's page, then you would have to take videos and pictures of him every month for that. But other than that, he is, and I don't expect, honestly, I don't know who's going to send an offer for him. So that's why I plan on, if we are going to be keeping him, just out of nobody wants to buy him right now, then you know what? We can bring him to somebody because his pedigree is insane. We have another female coming in that has an insane pedigree. Real nice temperament, real nice structure on her. And that's going to be a game-changing plan right there. Game-changing breeding, real pretty pups. And probably not at the price that you think that's going to be for all that quality. Again, my main thing is getting good dogs to good homes. It's really not about the money for me. But again, we have to eat. We have to take care of the dogs. The dogs need to eat. I need to eat. My family needs to eat. So, it's just how it goes. I might as well talk about something right now as well, since I'm on the topic and, I'm out here with Mambo and Cookie. I want to talk about, is breeding hurtful to dogs in general, because there's the argument out there, and it's the truth, that there's a dog overpopulation, that shelters are overcrowded, and in general that dogs just have this issue of not enough homes, too many health problems, and too many issues going on. So how does breeding play into all that? Is it making the problem worse? Is it making it better? How do you even justify breeding if that's the case? And so I'll start off by saying that so the thing is, it's true that there's a huge problem with especially with pit bulls. Even though these aren't pit bulls, these are, there's a lot of misinformation about American bullies, and they look like pit bulls because that's what they're supposed to look like. But basically there's an issue with pit bulls being in the shelters, bully breeds in general being in the shelters, and not enough homes, mass euthanization, and overcrowding of the shelters. It's all true. I don't deny it. I'm completely aware of it. It's just that good breeding helps dogs, not the opposite, no matter how you put it. Because here's the thing, if a good breeder takes the time to health test their dogs, takes the time to evaluate the dog's temperaments, the mental states, the possible physical issues such as merle to merle or pie to pie breedings, or something of the sort, just the things that I talk about on my channel already, with the dog structure, the body structure, the teeth, all these things. If a breeder is responsible enough takes the time to Mambo, Cookie, let's go. Get up here. Right now, let's move. Cookie. If a breeder, good boy, if a breeder does all those things, look at this guy. He's not gonna jump on me, but he likes to gallop. You know, if a breeder does all those things, that's half the battle right there. If they take the proper precautions of making sure that the pregnancy procedures go right, such as sonograms and x-rays, and or if the hip tests, the health tests, the heart tests, the papers, especially the papers. If a breeder goes through all those lengths, that's the other third. And then the last third of it is making sure that you rehome. And arguably the most important part here is making sure that you're vetting to good homes. So making sure that the people who are going to take this dog understands that they need to take care of the dog. They need to give it the best life that they can. And if they can't provide it, then they shouldn't buy this dog. And that's arguably the most important part and the last third of all that. So if a good breeder does all of those things, that is helping the breed. That is not hurting the breed. And although overcrowding of the shelters and the euthanization that's going on to good dogs, the dogs that can't find homes in those shelters, that's all a huge and terrible problem. And it is, I follow lots of people who help these shelters and whatnot, and I follow along to see what's going on. It's a terrible problem. It is. And but the way to help it isn't to stop breeding. It really isn't. The way to help it is to breed better dogs, healthier dogs, to make sure that all the proper procedures are there, and in general, rehoming, or selling the puppies to very responsible, loving homes. And another thing, a very important thing as well, is to always accept the dogs back. If it happens that there's an emergency or whatever else, accept the dog back, take it back in, and be able to care for that dog. Now, obviously, that's a slippery slope, but that's the things that you have to do when it comes to dog breeding, to be a dog breeder that, at least in my opinion, is somebody who really does care about these dogs and isn't in it for money. Even though dog breeding in general is pretty, I don't know if it's lucrative, to be honest. I don't think it is. So I don't know why you would be in it for money. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to be breeding and be somebody who actually does care about these dogs, cares about the breed, you're going to be accepting these puppies back, no matter how old they are, just because you can't let them go to a shelter. Any dog that gets produced in your yard shouldn't be going to a shelter, ever. Obviously, we're not God, and we're just people, so there's no way to control everything. Sometimes dogs get sent out all the way out to different countries and whatnot, so, but in general, there should be a clause there that you can't take care of this dog, you need to let this dog go for any reason, you need to bring this dog back to us so that we can take care of them, so that we can find another home for them, or something of the sort. And that's basically that's just my opinion. These are all just my opinions, but I think they're true. I personally think they're true. There are some people who are still looking at me and saying it's still, hey, knock it off, Carl. People who look at me and tell me that I'm wrong, that I should stop what I'm doing, that I'm a monster. But the truth is, in my opinion, that it's not all true, and you can't really just because that's a terrible problem, and it is terrible. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean that automatically anybody who has anything to do with dogs is also part of the issue. In fact, breeding good dogs with amazing temperaments and beautiful personalities and colors and whatnot is part of what makes these dogs great. It's part of what keeps dogs in their homes for their lifetimes, and it just helps. That's just how I look at it. It helps. What a pretty boy. All right, let's go. Thank you guys for watching. Tony with Sahara Bonnie Bullies. Was Cookie sweet? Was Cookie a sweet girl?
What did you do? Did you play?
Are you talking? Oh, talk.
Did you play with her? You did so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at your eyes, buddy. Your eyes are red.
So Asian.
Oh, my poor baby.
What's going on?
Who did your ears?
What's
Jeez.
up? What's up? You don't know what to do right now. You keep rubbing your neck on my legs. What's up? What's up? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
What's up?
Look at that head. Look at that head. You're like a marshmallow.
No, he's a cow. He's a cow, right?
Do you carry Merle? Do you have Merle?
Are you a cow? Yes. Yes, I'm a cow. I'm a big boy cow. Yes.
You didn't like that? You didn't like how I pinched you?
Oh yeah, he did not like that. He got real stiff there for a second. You saw his slow turn head. He was like
pinch. Such a sweet boy. Such a
sweet boy. He
boy.
slowly turned his head. He was like this.
Yeah.
He stood there and he was like.
Put your hand on his head. Look at the size comparison. Look at this guy's face. Oh my god.
Okay, he's a little too. She's like.
Ice cream is a little ankle biter for real. She actually only goes for the ankles.
Do you see how there's the two smallest ones that play and the two biggest ones that play?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's so funny to me.
Really don't know. Man. Oh my god. Look at these. They found a stick that fell off of a tree. Look at these four. They got a stick that fell off of a tree. I was trying to Pancake and Apple are trying to find their way in, but there's no room. Sorry, I had to help with something there, but I wanted to talk about something that I've never talked about when it comes to dog structure, and specifically the American Bully, and that has to do with the head. The headpiece on an American Bully is supposed to have a very strong slope, and by slope I mean the forehead. Bertha doesn't have it, even though she has a real huge dome. Her head is huge. She has a more of a slope from her forehead to her snout, and that's what gives her the more I suppose you would say a terrier look, pit bull terrier. But nonetheless, she's still an American Bully. It's just that she lacks the slope from her head. Her headpiece is not the best. Now she's huge. She's 24 inches from the toes, bottom of the feet, to the top of her shoulder blades. She is huge. I think that is outside of the range of an XL. I think 24 inches for females is not considered an XL anymore. I think that the max you're supposed to be at is 23 inches. But Bertha is somewhere between 24 and 25. Again, she is a huge bully. But she's not the most perfect. She's a great bully to start with. It's not like she's the worst bully. She has a great top line, and overall she's just a real strong big dog with lots of bully features. Even her head is bully. It's just that it doesn't have the distinct slope that most people are looking for when it comes to an American bully. And look at her e-collars slipping off. Fine. Hey, don't you do that. You behave yourself. That's right. Don't do that no more, Collie. You understand me? Don't do that no more. So head size huge. She's just lacking the slope. The slope needs to be way more aggressive on her forehead. And that's nothing wrong with her. It doesn't mean she can't be bred. It just means that that's what she needs. Huge when in comparison to weight. And so I figured if this is what I'm going to start with, I would then bring that child, which would be Collie, since Collie's my keeper, to somebody who has the dome size, the dome piece, and look for the pups that have the dome piece on them. And that's just that's what you have to do when you have that to work with. That's the work you have to put in if you don't have the best dog ever to start off with which most of us don't. So that's the thing that I wanted to talk about, was the dome, the aggressive stoppage on the forehead. That slope does matter. It really does bring a bully look to everything. Bullies aren't supposed to have long muzzles anyways, but I think Bertha's is the perfect muzzle size. I think she has the perfect length there. I don't think there's anything wrong with hers. Any longer I would feel a little different about, but she has a pretty nice face. I really like the look to her. I just feel that she would need a more aggressive forehead. So they're gonna want to have more bulldog features. More bulkier features. Hey, Bertha, there's water right here. Water.
She wants that bowl, Mambo.
She's like, why'd you do that to me?
She's so weird. So weird.
She's like a bear. She really does look like a bear.